Program Director, Deputy Minister is in another engagement. Chairpersons, board members, and CEOs of our public entities present, officials of the department, seafarers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm deeply honored to deliver a keynote address to this year's celebration of the Maritime Organization's World Maritime Day. This year's theme, Seafarers at the core of shipping's future, highlights the important role seafarers play in shaping the future of international shipping. Not only do they play a strategic role as key workers for global supply chain, but they also bore the brunt of the COVID-19 pandemic that has devastated the world. The World Maritime Day is celebrated annually to provide an opportunity to focus attention on the importance of shipping and other maritime activities, and to emphasize a particular aspect of the work of the International Maritime Organization. The Republic of South Africa is a member state of the IMO and custodian of the Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping Convention. The World Maritime Day was first held in 1978 to mark the 20th anniversary of the IMO Convention entry into force. Celebrations are held throughout the world to focus attention on the importance of shipping and safety, maritime security and marine environment, and to emphasize a particular aspect of IMO's work. The focus on seafarers come as the COVID-19 pandemic has placed extraordinary and unprecedented demands on seafarers. Hundreds of thousands faced and are still facing extended sea times, going months at sea without seeing families and loved ones. The crew change crisis in 2020 has highlighted the seafarers' exceptional contribution as key and essential workers on the front line of delivering world trade through a pandemic and in extraordinary times. As a maritime nation with approximately 2,800 kilometers of coastline, which is strategically located on one of the busiest shipping routes, surrounded by three oceans on the eastern, western, and southern seaports, we are steadfast on our commitment to position the ocean's economy as a strategic contributor to economic stimulation and growth. The bulk of South Africa's trade is seaborne and accounts for more than 80% of the country's trade. The reality that South Africa is a primary goods export-oriented economy poses many challenges. Transport is significant trade input cost due to the vast distances from our markets. Equally, while we are a maritime trading nation, we have yet to achieve the status as a ship-owning or ship-operating nation. However, the role of seafarers in expediting our objective to become one of the leading maritime nations cannot be overemphasized. Our 8 commercial ports play a very critical and strategic role in our socio-economic development, as well as the economies of the land-locked neighboring states. This dynamics places our ports and shipping lanes at the integral and nodal point in the value chain system. South Africa's comprehensive transport policy places the country on a developmental trajectory, which will undoubtedly unlock the massive potential of our oceans economy. The World Maritime theme for 2021 also links to the United Nations Sustainable Developmental Goals, particularly SDG 4 on education and training, SDG 8 related to decent work, SDG 9 on innovation industry, which links to the promotion of a resilient maritime sector, and SDG 5 on gender equality, linked to efforts to promote seafaring as a career for all, with particular focus on women. This year, under the theme Seafarers at the core of shipping's future, we are discussing interventions to alleviate the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on seafarers, drawing lessons from the stringent restrictions that have faced the sector since the declaration of the state of disaster in our country, and similar measures world over. These relate to the difficult working conditions brought about by the pandemic restrictions, unemployment, crew changes, repatriation, fair treatment of seafarers, and fair working conditions in line with the Maritime Labour Convention 2006. South Africa is one of the nations that has ratified the MLC, which advocates for basic rights and fair conditions of living at sea. The Republic has headed the call by the IMO to designate seafarers as essential workers through the following intervention. Crew change is allowed with the stringent COVID-19 protocols. South African commercial ports are operating at 100% for imports and exports. The government opened vaccination to all documented foreign nationals. Foreign seafarers in South African ports are regarded as documented foreign nationals. Accommodation establishments are open to seafarers who are working closely with foreign missions in facilitating the movement of seafarers. We have also developed regulations to support and protect the rights of seafarers. Our national maritime policy has a strategic developmental focus that seeks to advance the role of seafarers as essential workers by promoting continuous engagement with ship owners and operators as part of promoting the objectives of the MLC. Program Director, seafarers, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a fruitful and successful commemoration of the 2021 IMO World Maritime Day. Thank you.